As luscious and as beautiful as ice wine is, it really is a real hassle to harvest. But first, it's just plain getting the right harvest date. Unless the clouds move away and allow all the heat from the day to evaporate, it's not going to get cold. So you really are sitting on pins and needles. Then you have all these people on standby. So you have ticked off employees. When it is finally time to go out and harvest, it's just plain hard, cold work. You may only have a 1 or 2 hour window. Other times you have a 14-hour window. And you have to be prepared for both because you don't know, that could be the last cold night of the year. And then even after you harvest the grapes, you're pressing stones. You're like literally getting only 1 drop of juice from every single berry. Hard to ferment, even down the bottom line. He tips and it's just dominoes down. So, you know, it's crazy.
Does that happen?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Adam.
I'm Patrick, and we're here at the Inniskillen Winery in Niagara. We're gonna basically be going on a bit of an ice wine endurance mission today.
Yeah, I love waking up in the morning, having a big old glass of ice wine, so this is
It's a Canadian tradition. I mean,
everybody knows that. Let's go in.
Sounds good, let's do it. Hello.
Hey.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, no problem. Nice to have you here.
This is Debbie.
Okay, now I know it's Vice magazine, so keep your conversations coming.
We're the fancy crew.
We're the nicest scumbags you'll ever meet.
We're very proud at Inniskillen to be known around the world for our ice wine. We're in over 85 countries. But the most important thing I think to share with people is the fact that it is a grape that's harvested naturally frozen on the vine. Legally, it can be ice wine only if this grape was picked at -8 or colder. If we were going to pick tonight, we would have to call this inspector to come and tell him where we're picking, what the projected temperature will be. And we jokingly call them the ice wine police.
Ice wine cops,
Yeah,
So-
we've seen that show.
Are they armed? Or?
When we started to make ice wine back in 1984, we were conscious of the fact that we didn't invent it here in Canada. The Germans did in about 1794. So what we have in front of you here is some Vidal grapes. 80% of ice wines made in Canada are from Vidal.
Cheers.
Okay,
Big grape patty.
okay, so try the grape. Do you see how you're still chewing the skin?
Mm-hmm.
That's the secret to why Vidal makes such a great ice wine. The thicker the skin, the longer the grape can stay on the vine without rotting. And I have to tell you, you're the first 2 people I have ever tasted ice wine grapes with that clink the grapes. So thank you. That's
Well, hey, we're
very special.
We are
very,
trendsetters.
Well, we get paid the big
you
bucks,
are,
yeah.
You are. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice to have you here,
Thank
Patrick
you,
and
thank
Adam.
you, Debbie.
Thank you,
Mr.
Debbie.
Ice wine.
Best breakfast ever.
For sure.
See you later, Barrels.
Barrels, we hardly knew you.
Welcome back. We're here beside an unknown body of water, and across the water, our friends in the United States.
Yep, one of these days, Pat, we'll make it across, and freedom and salvation.
Until that day of salvation, we're here at the Reef Estate Wineries.
And what a gorgeous place it is.
And we're gonna have more ice wine, I presume.
I hope so. You didn't drag me out here to have regular wine, did you?
The key to ice wine a lot of times is having a thicker skin so that it can last into the winter time.
Just like being successful in real life.
That's a little deep for first thing in the morning, but I'm okay with it.
We're deep guys, aren't we?
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Not just a pretty face.
Far from pretty faces. Yeah.
I like it. We have a lot of German winemakers. When they came over, they said, "My God, we can make ice wine every year. We don't."
They said more like, mein Gott.
My God, I like it. So with ice wine, we have a creamy texture. The German winemakers found that when they were making ice wine, they could get that creamy texture a lot more than what you get in a German ice wine. And that's because it's so cold here.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the grape is freezing and thawing and freezing and thawing, and every time it freezes and thaws, it gets a little lesion in the skin, and that flavor goes into the center of the grape, and then by the time they're ready to crush, the sugar molecules polymerize.
Damn, Archie.
Pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy,
Archie,
I know.
you're blowing my mind.
I'm sorry about that. I'll get it back after, though. Don't
Thank
worry,
you. Pick
okay?
it up on the way out, or?
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
We'll have you back for our mustache tour video.
There we go. That's it. I like it.
Good one.
I don't know if you guys are spitters, but
We've been, no, we're not.
Not on this show.
I respect that. I respect that answer much more.
Yeah.
There's two things that make a great wine region, and that is soil and climate. Those are the only two things that make a great wine region. Nothing else matters. You know, the people, we're all transferable. We've got French winemakers making wine here. We've got Canadian winemakers making wine in Burgundy, right? Technology, you pick up the phone, you order the equipment. It doesn't matter where the equipment is anywhere in the world. It gets shipped here or it gets shipped to France, it gets shipped to Australia. Our soil is second to none. I've yet to meet a winemaker that hasn't come here and gone, oh my God, you have some of the greatest soil on earth to make wine, because it's limestone, clay loam soils. That's what every winemaker wants. We want limestone.
Why is that?
It is the soil structure that gives the most flavor to grapes. It actually makes it harder to grow in the soil. And because the grapes have to struggle a little bit, they work harder to survive, and that means they work harder to put the roots down farther and gain more complexities. We're actually a little bit warmer than Burgundy. That growing season from May to October, that curve that goes through, our average monthly temperature is a little bit warmer than Burgundy. So I call us Burgundy on steroids, right?
Burgundy's not so special.
No, I wouldn't say Burgundy. I wouldn't say
sure that's what you just said.
Yeah, no. It's
Gotcha.
no, I actually didn't say that Burgundy isn't so special. What I'm saying is Niagara is as special or more special than Burgundy.
More special. Got
more
it.
special. And people don't realize that.
We've been chugging ice wine pretty much all day, consistently.
So, chugging.
Yeah. And I think we're going to kind of take a breather and have Len here take care of us in however he sees fit.
We are one of the originals in Niagara from the period when things got excited back in the 70s.
Always.
And in the 70s, things started to change. We started planting new varieties. And these are the varieties. Vitis vinifera, they're called, from Europe. Riesling, Chardonnay, Cabernet, and Merlot. Those were all Vitis vinifera. Before that, all of the grapes grown here were native varieties, native to North America. Varieties like Concord, not very good for wine, but great for jams, jellies, and juice. Think of Welch's. And so we were kind of in the vanguard of that. Started our winery in '86, and we've been making wine ever since.
It's been informative for both my brain and my liver.
Yeah.
Your liver will be fine.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about it. He's a tough old guy. I just tell him what to do.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Welcome to Siouxland Staff Estate Winery.
Yeah, Boyd, you got a bell there, or are you just happy to see me?
I got a bell here.
Not happy to see me.
Trying to get a good rhythm going. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
And we're gonna go have lunch.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Apparently, there we go. There we go.
All right.
Okay, good. Yeah, loves cameras.
This actually is my wine shop. It's also my kitchen, and that's the idea. All the best parties are in the kitchen. I want people to come in, put their elbows on the table, relax, and have a good time.
Some of our homegrown and house-cured prosciutto. And try the Vidal and try some other ice wines too. I think it's going to be.
Oh, this is fantastic.
I guess what gives me my claim to fame for ice wine is that I was the winemaker at Pilitary Estates for 10 years and winemaker of the year, and twice proclaimed as one of the top 4 women in the world in wine. And I think it was because of all the ice wines I made. So the joke in the wine industry, my nickname is the Ice Queen, and I hope it's because of my ice wines, not my personality.
Can you guys throw me the Gewurz ice wine there?
There you go.
We just want to tell Siouxland.
We'll tell it was.
For lunch today, we're just going to have this very simple sort of a couple of variations on duck. So I think paired with the ice wine should be fantastic.
If you were to go out now and say, we had duck breast for lunch and we had an ice wine with it, you'd be like, that's just crazy talk. That just doesn't happen. We'd usually think of ice wine as being a dessert wine, or something you'd have your cheese course with Roquefort cheese or some type of blue cheese. But this is a main course with duck and onion. You really can, with the right pairings, take ice wine through all the different courses. I think the onion looks perfect with the caramelization from the sugar.
Everything's perfect.
Fabulous. Which course is next?
Unfermented ice wine sorbet. I called up Magdalena from the Wine Council and I said, who's picked ice wine? Because I need some juice. This is coming from Stratus Vineyards and it's 2013 Semillon, straight off the press.
Do you have many clusters of grapes were forsaken for your ice wine sorbet today?
More sorbet,
Substantial.
my man. More sorbet.
Considering every berry gives you one drop.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's about 100 clusters, I think, right here. So,
What do you
should I actually go for like a
go
true float and do the sparkling ice wine with it?
perfect.
What do you think?
Oh,
Yeah. Sparkling ice wine is a new phenomenon pioneered by Enniskillen Winery. A true delicacy. I think this is one of the first red sparkling ice wines ever produced. And then, yes, I was a gold medal winner at Effervescence du Monde, which is pretty fantastic. Wow.
My goodness.
This is awesome.
Yeah, get
Bravo.
in there, please.
Ice wine float is one of the craziest things I've ever had.
Yeah, it's really good.
So we have one more course to go, yes?
What's coming up next?
An apple crumble.
Oh, amazing.
I think with your Riesling, this would be fantastic with it.
The 2007 Riesling ice wine. So this is potentially the sweetest ice wine you've ever tasted. It's a 28 in sugar code. 2007 was a hot, dry year, so the wines were really quite ripe. This is all from this property here, so with the being in the 20-mile bench area, we have some really great mineral characteristics to it. And so it's actually going to be kind of neat with the charred elements and the charred sugars and stuff will be neat with the aged complexes from the wine as well. So again, you know, bringing the life of the wine into the different components on the plate.
You kidding with this? Who are you?
To think that we've had a 4-course meal really, all with ice wine, and not once have we gone for the water glass. The wine has done the job. It's cleansed the palate. It's kept it intriguing, kept it fun, kept it interesting. If we'd been looking for water to cleanse the palate, we know that the wine wouldn't have done what it was supposed to do. So,
Cheers.
cheers, cheers! Thank you for coming to
Thank you.
to the old family homestead.
All right, well, it's a pretty full day. I think we drank pretty much all the wine in Niagara region.
I don't have all the statistics in front of me, but we definitely hit the top 90%.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm exhausted. It's rough
Yeah.
drinking wine from 10 a.m. onwards.
It's not an easy gig.
It's hard work, but someone's got to do it. I think we both earned a nap.
Nap time.
Boom.
Later.